Boys, today we are back, and today I'm going to be going over my UFC 326 predictions. And yeah, this is not that good of a card, but the main event is just amazing. My favorite fighter, Charles Oliveira, only a few days away. I'm excited. Let's jump right into this with the first fight of the night, Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Bellato. Give me Luke Fernandez. He's coming off the Contender Series. Don't know shit about him, but Rodolfo Bellato's terrible. And recently, a lot of the Contender Series guys have been doing good when they've transferred over to the UFC. They've been beating up the cans that they've been fed. So I think this is no different. I think Luke Fernandez is going to go out there and beat Rodolfo Bellato. Rodolfo Bellato is literally only known for faking getting hit in the face and faking going out cold against Paul Craig. So the guy's not UFC caliber. Luke Fernandez, easy win. Jung Young Lee versus Gaston Bolaños is the next fight. And Jung Young Lee, he just came off a bad loss to Daniel Silva, one of Charles Oliveira's training partners. A very good guy, but Jung Young Lee, he was hyped up. He fought Jekka Saragi, knocked him out in about 20 seconds, face planted him with an insane KO. So he had some hype, and then Daniel Silva, Willie Cat Silva, went in there. He's underrated, by the way. Charles Oliveira's training partner, Daniel Silva, Daniel Santos. It's Daniel Santos, not Daniel Silva, I think. I'm not quite sure. He's Oliveira's training partner. He's nasty. And he styled on Jung Young Lee. Jung Young Lee didn't have anything. And by the looks of this, they want to make Jung Young Lee another star. So they're putting up against Gaston Bolaños, who's not that good. 8-5, not a winning record in the UFC. Lost a few of his last fights. So give me Jung Young Lee. They want him to beat up another can and get another UFC win. So there you have it. Jung Young Lee is going to beat this guy. I predict Gaston Bolaños is tough. Give me Jung Young Lee 30-27, and give me Luke Fernandez first round TK over Rodolfo Bellato. Moving on, Rafael Tobias versus Dr. Nurgaje. Now Nurgaje is the guy with the tick that does he swipes at his eye every 5 seconds. Rafael Tobias coming off the Contender Series. This is a pick'em. Nurgaje is actually not that bad, I don't think. I think he has a win in the UFC after missing weight though. Give me Nurgaje. No, I'm done. I'm picking the Contender Series guy every time coming off Contender until it proves to me that these don't hit. So give me Rafael Tobias. Give me by decision over Dr. Nurgaje. Nurgaje's tough on the ground. I don't think he's that good. So maybe if Tobias is like a jiu-jitsu guy. Sorry, I don't study up on the Contender Series guys. I'm not I'm not that hardcore, all right? So I don't know much about Tobias, but give me him by decision, 29-28 over Nurgaje. And yeah, if people could, when Nurgaje goes to go like this, if people could just time a right or left hand off that'd be perfect. So maybe Tobias is going to try that strategy. And yeah, moving on. Suma Darji versus Jesus Aguilar. Give me Suma Darji. I think he's better. I think he's faced tougher guys. Yeah, boys, I'm not too sure about this matchup. I know both of these guys, Jesus Aguilar or Jesus Aguilar, who goes out there, he's really bouncy on his feet. But they're flyweights. It's probably not going to be that good of a fight. Give me Suma Darji. Another decision, I think, 29-28 over Jesus Aguilar. Not much to say about that fight. Moving on, Cody Durden versus Nyamjargal Tumendemberel. Give me Cody Durden. I know this guy has a nice little record, 9-1 for Tumendemberel, but if I remember correctly, he fought on the card before UFC Shanghai or China or UFC China. He fought on that same fight like Shi Ming, that card before, and he got a win, but I don't think it was that impressive. Maybe he got a finish, I don't quite remember. But Cody Durden's a tough guy, been in the UFC forever. He always finds a way to lose, but I think in this fight, I'm gonna go a little crafty Cody Durden decision. I don't see a lot of finishes early on, but what the fuck do I know? So give me Cody Durden 29-28 over this guy. I don't think he's that high level. I don't think he's that good of a prospect at flyweight. And Durden's tough. Durden's got experience. So give me Durden over Tumendemberel. Moving on. Ricky Tercios, Alberto Montez. Who the fuck are these guys, man? Holy shit, this is pissing me off. Give me Alberto Montez to beat Ricky Tercios. Ricky Tercios doesn't have a bone in his body where he is good at fighting. No one will convince me that I don't know how he has 13 wins. Show me the 13 opponents. Ricky Tercios is one of the sloppiest guys in the UFC. He literally just does this. That's him on the feet. Horrible striking. All he does is hold up against the cage. That's what happened in his last win. He just held the guy up against the cage. Didn't do shit. So give me Alberto Montez. I don't even know if the guy came off Contender. It looks like he's a short notice guy, but I think he beats Tercios. Tercios is I want to pick Tercios. I just think Tercios might just hold him against the cage, but fuck it. I don't give a fuck about picks. Give me Alberto Montez. I don't trust Tercios to win a fight. He's genuinely awful. One of the worst UFC fighters on the roster. And I feel bad because he looks... I feel bad when I look at him, but I mean, he's just awful. So give me Alberto Montez. He's got a decent record, so hopefully he's somewhat good. Moving on. Dante Johnson versus Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage just fought at UFC 325 and he's back at 326. This guy's a marauder, man. He's a monster. He's an activity machine. Not sure how he's even still here. If he loses this fight, he'll literally be 11 and 10 in the UFC. Yes, I'll count that draw as a loss because if you don't win, you lose. So he's going to be 11 and 10 if he loses. And Dante Johnson's a nice little prospect. He's not that good though, and Brundage isn't bad. Give me Dante Johnson 29-28, another decision. Wait, did I get my prediction for that one? Yeah, Alberto Montez 29-28. Give me Dante Johnson 29-28. Cody Brundage looks good in the first round and then fucking either quits or just gasses out and doesn't fight in the second and third, and Dante Johnson wins. These fights are horrible. Holy shit. Moving on. These fights are genuinely dog shit. Cody Garbrandt versus Zhao Long. Give me Cody Garbrandt. I don't trust Zhao Long. He's not that good. He has 10 losses. I don't really know what you guys want me to say, man. Cody Garbrandt's not that good either. Wow, these prelims are genuinely awful. Doesn't matter. All I care about is the main event. This card's a 10 out of 10 for me just because Charles is fighting, but Cody Garbrandt, give me him to win. I know he's just coming off a loss against someone I can't remember. All this guy does is lose now. It's sad. And you know something that bothers me about Cody Garbrandt? That eye tattoo he has, it's not fucking... It's not symmetrical. The sword's up here and then the rest of it's down here. It's like off and it pisses me off, but I think he'll win. I'm not impressed by Zhao Long. Can't remember a UFC fight that he has. I mean, I know the name, but I can't remember who he's fought. But Cody Garbrandt, fucking, I don't know. Give me Cody by finish. Fuck it. Vintage Cody, second round TK over Zhao Long, who's not impressive at all. Did Zhao Long lose to Anshul Jubilee or am I tripping? He lost to someone bad. Finally, decent fights. Moving on. The rematch no one asked for. Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. I'm taking Gregory Rodriguez, bro. I think Bruno Ferreira fluked this guy. Gregory Rodriguez, he was on a long win streak and he lost. I remember being really surprised by this because I thought Gregory would be, a decent contender. But Bruno Ferreira went out there and beat him. This was supposed to be Paulo Costa versus Bruno Ferreira. Obviously a better fight. I do fuck with Costa heavy, but Gregory Rodriguez is probably going to, has more of a finishing potential over Paulo Costa. So that's going to be cool, because Costa's more of a tit-for-tat fighter. But, well, nowadays he used to be a marauder, but not anymore. But give me Gregory Rodriguez to right the wrong and get the finish. I think he's better. He's fought better competition, even though he lost to Jared Cannonier. I think that was great. He dropped Cannonier twice. I think that was great. What's the word I'm looking for? Experience. I think that was great experience to fight Cannonier. He came back, slimed out Hermanson. He has a few nice wins by TKO. And Bruno Ferreira, even though he is 15-2, he hasn't impressed me a lot. So give me Gregory Rodriguez to get his get back and beat Bruno Ferreira. And I see a third round TKO. Give me Gregory Rodriguez third round TKO to right the wrong and beat Bruno Ferreira, like I thought he was in the first matchup. Moving on, Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson. Give me Michael Johnson. Give me Michael Johnson over Drew Dober. Drew Dober doesn't have it anymore. He gets tagged up too easily. His face turns into mush every fight. He's got so much scar tissue. His face balloons up, bleeds everywhere. So I got Michael Johnson winning. I think Johnson probably will be an underdog. Johnson looked great against Zellhuber. Now, granted, Zellhuber is terrible. We have learned this, so I'm not sure how much stock I put into that, but Michael Johnson, he's a vet, and I think he's going to piece up Drew Dober. I think he's faster than Drew Dober. I think the leg kicks, the striking will be way quicker. Drew Dober just doesn't have it anymore, man, and it sucks, but I don't see him chinning Johnson. Even though Johnson is chinny, I think he's going to style on Drew Dober, man. I genuinely think Michael Johnson's going to style on Drew Dober. Drew Dober just doesn't have it anymore, and it just simply comes down to that, which sucks because he used to be a dog, but I don't think he can just take, damage anymore, so... Give me Michael Johnson in a sneaky little underdog pick. I'm pretty sure he's the underdog. So, yeah, give me Johnson as a sneaky little underdog. Moving on. These are not pay-per-view worthy fights, by the way, so I don't know what the fuck this card is, but... Rob Font versus Chewies. Oh, my God, that was dumb. Nobody clip that ever, please. Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. I don't really know where to go in this one. I'm going to go Raul Rosas Jr. by split decision. I think he's just going to smudge Rob Font. Like, genuinely. I don't think he can keep Rob Font down. Rob Font's got pretty decent anti-grappling, so... And if it stays on the feet, I got Rob Font winning, but I think Raul Rosas Jr. is going to make it a shitty clinch and hug up against... Excuse me. hug up against the cage fight. I think he's going to make it boring. The crowd's going to be booing, and he's going to win by split decision with Rob Font doing more damage on the feet, but Raul Rosas, hitting him, trying to clinch up, knees to the body in the clinch, holding him up against the fence, getting takedowns, but Font gets back up, so it's just kind of like a stalemate up against the fence and on the ground. I don't think Rosas has the ability to finish Rob Font on the ground. I don't think his jiu-jitsu is that good. I think it's a little overrated, and I think this is way too high of a step up for Raul Rosas. He hasn't fought anyone nowhere near close to Rob Font's level. So, but with that being said, I do think the grappling, and if it goes to a decision, I can just see them giving Raul Rosas Jr. like the fucking UFC will fix it, just because they want him to be a star and like a young star. So give me Raul Rosas by 29-28 split decision. Rob Font just doesn't have it anymore. Maybe if this was a few years ago, I'd pick Rob Font to piece him up on the feet, but Rob Font's striking generally has looked shit. Split with Gene Matsumoto, split with fucking David Martinez. So yeah, Rob Font doesn't have any more, so give me Raul Rosas by split decision. Moving on. Co-main event, this fight is decent, like I'm not going to lie. And I have Khalil Bahalia winning this quite easily. I can't trust Reinier de Ridder after that Brendan Allen fight. I know it was a lot of cuts back to back to back. It was a lot of camps in 1 year, but that was embarrassing, man. I can't trust a guy who can quit at any time. So give me Kyle Baralho. He's slick on the feet. He did get pieced up really bad, like genuinely just 50-45 by Imavov. But Imavov is so much faster than Baralho, which is crazy because Baralho is fast. I could see Bahalia dig into the body. Reinier de Ridder's so fucking shitty to the body. So give me Kyle Bahalia. I don't really have much to say about this fight either. I don't have much to say about any of these fights. These fights are genuinely ass. None of these 4 fights deserve to be on a pay-per-view card. These are all prelim type fights, except Bahalia versus Reinier de Ridder. That could be like a first fight on a pay-per-view or like 4th fight, but not a co-main. But here we are. Whatever. I'm only here for the main event. But yeah, give me Kyle Bahalia to beat Reinier de Ridder. I think by finish. Give me 3rd round finish. I don't trust Reinier de Ridder. I think he's going to get hurt to the body and just lay down and quit. Like, I genuinely think that's going to happen. I can't trust him after that performance against Brendan Allen. And I think Kyle Bahalia is too good on the ground to get finished by Reinier de Ridder. And I think he's too good at jiu-jitsu to get finished. So give me Kyle Bahalia by 3rd round TKO. Lights up de Ridder, and de Ridder just quits. Like, I think he's just going to quit again, like, genuinely. So don't be surprised if that happens. Moving on, main event of the evening. My king, my GOAT. The guy that, made me fall in love with this sport. Charles Oliveira versus Max Holloway. I'm going to make an in-depth video about this on Friday, so I'm not going to give too much away right now, but I do have Charles Oliveira winning this fight. This has no bias towards it either. I think Charles is gonna brutally finish Max Holloway, man. I think it's going to happen. I think this fight will go... I'll give a little preview of what I'm going to say Friday. I think this will be like a vintage Charles fight. This will be one of his fights with Michael Chandler, with Dustin Poirier, with Justin Gaethje. It's going to be one of those type of fights. I do see Charles getting dropped. And as much as that like hurts me, I do see him getting dropped. I don't see him going out cold. Max Holloway's a pillow puncher. I know he has more power at 155, but he's not putting guys away. Unless it's like a fucking no defense Gaethje with 1 second left. Like, that was a fluke. So I don't see Holloway knocking out Oliveira cold, and then that's how you have to put away Oliveira to beat him. I don't see Max finishing him on the ground. I think if Max knocks down Oliveira, he's gonna stay away from the ground. He says he's gonna try to submit him, but we all know that's not happening. So I do see Max Holloway dropping Charles Oliveira in this fight, but I see Charles Oliveira coming back, putting the pressure on Max, tagging Max up on the feet. I think he'll get a takedown up against the cage, take down Max, and I think it's going to be fucking barbecue chicken down there on the ground. Max Holloway is not a good grappler. I'm sorry. He's just not. He knows how to get up quickly. I do give him that. But Charles, in my opinion, he's too crafty. It's too long to be in there with Charles, who has been shooting more takedowns recently, doing more wrestling. 25 minutes is too long against a guy like Charles. He's gonna find a submission. So I do have Charles Oliveira by submission in like the second, third round. What was I just gonna say? Oh yeah, Charles's striking is better than Max's ground game. That's 100% fact. So that's a big factor. I'm thinking of going into this fight. I see a lot of people picking Max, and I just think they're wrong. Genuinely, if Max Holloway was my favorite fighter, I still think Charles would win. Genuinely, so I do think we get him out of there. I think our jiu-jitsu is on a different fucking planet. I think our wrestling's on a different planet. Max Holloway has never fought a guy like this. I'm sorry, Brian Ortega is not like Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira is 10 times above Brian Ortega. So this fight's going to be a war. I do see Charles getting dropped, but I do see him getting a finish, and I'll leave it at that. You'll have to check out my video Friday for my real breakdown of the fight. So thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next video. Please subscribe. Let me know who you guys are picking in the comments below. Thank you again. Peace.